If you rent out a home in Texas, the law isn't optional. One mistake with the Texas property code can cost you thousands of dollars, or even allow a tenant to walk away from their lease. And the worst part? Most landlords break the law without even knowing it. If you own a rental home in Texas, there are very specific legal requirements you must follow, and most landlords get at least one of them wrong. In this video, I'll show you exactly what the Texas property code requires so you can avoid lawsuits, penalties, and expensive mistakes. Let's start with the number one mistake we see in Texas rentals: rekeying the locks. Under the Texas property code, landlords must rekey every exterior door, including garage entry doors, within 7 days of each new tenant moving in. No exceptions, and it must be done at the landlord's expense. Why is this so strict? Because old keys floating around are a major liability. If something happens and the locks weren't rekeyed, the landlord can be held responsible. At RPM Lone Star, we use professional locksmiths and never give property owners copies of tenant keys. That protects privacy, reduces risk, and keeps you fully compliant. If a tenant requests a lock change during the lease, the law allows it. And in those cases, the tenant pays, and we complete it within 7 days of the written request. Now that locks are covered, let's move to the next security requirement that gets landlords in trouble: sliding doors and window devices. Next, let's talk about sliding doors and windows. Texas property code requires every sliding glass door to have a working latch, plus a secondary locking device like a pin lock or security bar. Windows must also have working latches that prevent opening from the outside, and each window needs at least one operable latch in good condition. If a door or window can be opened from the outside, you're out of compliance and at risk. These simple devices reduce break-ins, protect residents, and keep you fully compliant with Chapter 92. Under the Texas property code, every exterior door, including the one leading to the garage, must have 3 security devices: a keyed deadbolt or locking doorknob that can be operated from both sides, a keyless deadbolt that can be locked from the inside only with no exterior key access, a door viewer peephole. Devices like chain latches, flip latches, slide bolts, and swing bars are not compliant and will fail requirements under paragraph 92.153. These must be installed in the correct location and fully latch into the strike plate or metal door jamb. The purpose is simple: prevent forced entry and reduce landlord liability. At RPM Lone Star, we ensure all required hardware is installed properly using compliant equipment, so your property stays secure, legal, and protected. In Texas, the landlord is legally responsible for ensuring that every lock and security device meets the property code, regardless of who installs it. If the work isn't compliant, the owner, not the handyman or contractor, is the one exposed to penalties, repair deadlines, and liability. That's why we use only professional locksmiths and trusted vendors. We make sure everything is installed correctly, documented properly, and fully compliant with Texas law, protecting your residents and your investment. These devices aren't just hardware, they're legal protection. When locks or security devices are missing or non-compliant, you're exposed. Break-ins go up, liability goes up, and tenants can even break the lease without penalty. And here's the danger: if your property isn't up to code, you, not the handyman, are legally responsible. One overlooked device can cost you thousands in damages, rent loss, and legal claims. Texas law requires working smoke detectors, and in many cases, carbon monoxide detectors, to keep residents safe and prevent avoidable tragedies. For smoke detectors, you must have one in every bedroom, one outside each sleeping area, and one on every level of the home. We replace detectors proactively before they expire, so your property stays protected and compliant, not just on paper, but in real life. If the home has fuel-burning appliances or an attached garage, a carbon monoxide detector is also required near each sleeping area. These devices save lives, and we make sure they're installed correctly, documented properly, and always up to code. When you partner with RPM Lone Star, you're not just hiring a property manager. You're hiring a compliance expert and risk reduction partner. We follow the Texas property code to the letter, so your residents stay safe, your property stays protected, and your investment and your reputation are never at risk. Our job is to prevent costly mistakes before they ever happen, giving you peace of mind and long-term protection. Protect your investment and your peace of mind. Texas property code compliance isn't optional, and small mistakes can lead to big costs. Instead of risking fines, lawsuits, or lease issues, let our team handle everything the right way. Book a call with RPM Lone Star today, and let's make sure your property stays protected, compliant, and stress-free.